am I on the spectrum? This is a good question. Back when I was like, months old, my mom had me tested because I was like playing with the light bulbs like this. I was looking at them just doing this and stuff. And essentially, it was like a sign of autism or something like that. So she had me tested twice. Both inconclusive. Now, why do I mention this? Good question. Why do I mention this? Well, because if I don't know if I'm on the spectrum or not, right? I could probably go get another test now, and it'll probably become very conclusive that I'm not. But like at the same time, I'm doing math and stats as a major. If that's not autistic, I don't know what is. Now I was thinking about it, right? For my final project in one of my math courses, we're supposed to write a report. Sorry. We're supposed to write a report. Now, ordinarily, people would just use Google Docs, which is what I think people would do. But then I decided to pay $29 a month for Overleaf and just do latex code to put together the report. Now, it's come out much cleaner. I won't deny that. But like, was it necessary? I had no prior knowledge to latex before this. I just decided, fuck it, I'll learn latex while I'm doing it. So I'm learning latex while doing a final report, which is worth 32% of my final grade. So I don't know. And then in other topics, I do music, and people keep saying music is like quite an autistic type of thing, like when you're making the beats and stuff. I was like, no, it's not. I've just been doing it since I was 11. And now that I'm thinking about it, like if I were to look at outside lens, my brother keeps telling me like, yeah, this is not normal. I try to open FL and I'm so confused. I'm like, I get it. I can work Ableton, FL, pretty much anything now. Because I practice on a bunch. But essentially, right, all these factors might be telltale signs of, just a bit of spectrum and me being on it. Right? And maybe it's just like coincidental that like all this is like, undergoing in the same life. I'm undergoing all this in the same lifespan of 20 years. It could be so, right? It could be so. But here, let me tell you another story. So back in, I gotta say 2024, I think I first downloaded like Hinge and stuff because I was like trying to move on from like this other thing, but it's like, don't do that. I don't recommend it. But like, I was doing it, all right. And essentially, I was getting hit on a lot, quite shockingly. I wasn't expecting to, but I was. And I was screenshotting to like ask, my boys, like, what's the next play? And pretty much every screenshot, they're like, you're cooked. You literally screwed it over. Because apparently my replies were too, like, asexual. I don't know. I wasn't, like, trying to be, I guess, asexual in my replies, but, like, I didn't really know what to say to half this shit. I think one girl said, you should teach me how to golf, because I can golf as well. And then I said, yeah, we could go golfing. I know a cool spot near me. And she says, great, I'll wear my shortest skirt. And then I said, lit, bro. And I genuinely did say that. To this day, I still question why I did that. Honestly, what she told me was low-key sexual harassment. I kind of felt harassed in the moment, I think. Because I was like, why are you talking about wearing short clothes? Like, just wear any clothes you want, bro. It's a fucking golf course. I just did my exam, so I had to get myself a reward, a little treat. Oh, wow. I'm first in line. Alright, I just got my frozen lemonade and chocolate glazed donut. Call me fat if you want. I did work out this morning, so it cancels out. It doesn't. I did do a fair bit of cardio and weight training, so that's good. But So I was thinking about it, now I'm thinking about it, maybe I might be on the spectrum, just like a little bit. And I was talking to this girl that I met in my program. I recently met her this term, right? Because I was like antisocial as hell. That's another thing. I was like as antisocial as it got, right? I would only wear headphones, not talk to anybody. I wasn't sure how to talk to anybody, so I didn't. I was in first and second year. Now approaching the end of third year, I finally made friends, so that's good. That's good. But point of the matter is here that I'm starting to think maybe I might be on the spectrum just a little bit, but not in a bad way. Like this, obviously, there's never a bad way, on the spectrum. Like there's no bad, there's no like over. I mean, there could be positives to it. But there's no negative to it in my viewpoint. I don't think there's a problem with it. Now, I'm just saying this because I'm looking inwards, just questioning if I may be on the spectrum or not, And if I am, I don't think it changes a thing. I think it's stuff we already knew. Like the people who know me were probably like, yeah. Like we knew this. Well, we just assumed you also knew. So wow, this guy is going slow as it gets. Thank you. Anyways, it's gonna turn into my street now. I got work in 6 hours, basically 5, because I gotta drive an hour to get there. So, like, I don't even know. So I'm gonna study real analysis, study for earth science, make beats, and that'll be the sum of my day. I hope you all have a great day. Hopefully this video was insightful. And not completely wasting your time. It probably was a waste of your time, and if I did waste your time, I apologize. You're never gonna get it back. So, yeah.